Today, March the 15th, marks 10 years of prolonged civil war in Syria. After a decade, the Syrian civil war has ceased to be a major headline, especially amid the COVID-19 pandemic and a series of new crises. However, it has had lasting effects on the region and around the world. Until now, it remains a terrible nightmare.
Starting from protests in Arab Spring, after a decade, the Syrian civil war has taken the lives of over 380,000 people, including roughly 117,000 civilians and 22,000 children. More than half of Syria's population has been displaced from their homes, and about 200,000 people are missing. However, the hope for solutions to end the conflict in Syria remains dismal. Speaking at a press conference on the 10th anniversary of the Syrian conflict at the UN headquarters in New York, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres emphasized that the situation in Syria is still a living nightmare.
It is impossible to fully fathom the extent of the devastation in Syria, but its people have endured some of the greatest crimes the world has witnessed this century. And the scale of the atrocities shocks the consciences. Their perpetrators must be held to account if there is to be sustainable peace in Syria.
According to Antonio Guterres, about half of Syrian children have never lived a day without war, and about 60% of Syrians are at risk of starvation this year. He continued to urge the Security Councils to reach a consensus on humanitarian aid to Syria soon.